you believe in ghosts? Do you think ghosts really exist, or are they merely a figment of an overactive imagination? Are you open-minded enough to accept another level of human spirit lost in the afterlife, somewhere between life and death? Somewhere between existence and eternity. If you are willing to believe, then for the next few minutes, sit right back and enjoy Tecumseh's Tombstone Tour. Welcome to Tecumseh, Michigan, where Brookside Cemetery is planted near the dead center of town. Let's begin our tour at the front gate at the Silvers family plot. The entire lot of them were murdered. On a cold winter's night back in Victorian days, in Tecumseh, Michigan, shots rang out and shattered the frozen crispness of the silent night air. The date was February 16th, 1889, at the small house on the corner of Evans and Cummings Streets. In the morning, 3 dead bodies lay inside the house of Frank L. Silvers. A 4th victim was also laying inside the house. He'd been shot in the head and was clinging to life. The victim was Frank Silvers himself. He would die on February the 17th, 1889, never to regain consciousness and to explain the details of that horrible murder of Josephine Shepard, his wife of age 39, 11-year-old daughter Edith Josephine, and 9-year-old Ada Frank. And of course, the last to die was Frank himself. How did this happen, and why? Next on our Tombstone Tour is another family plot. Although none of these family members left this world under ghastly circumstances, well, that we're aware of. The Lilly family. The patriarch Lucius Lilly lived from 1823, born just 1 year prior to the founding of Tecumseh, until March 1st, 1912. He willed nearly his entire bank fortune to the poor of the county. Next on our tour is the famous witch's hand. Legend has it, if you count the bones on this skeleton hand sculpture and then count again, the numbers are different every time. Now, we didn't believe it either, so we found the gravestone seen here. And look, the size and shape seems to match my own hand. But then we noticed something really weird. We stepped around to the other side of the headstone, or should I say, handstone. And look, there are now 2 skeleton hands plainly visible. Then we counted the bones. When we came back the next morning, sure enough, it was true. The numbers did not add up. Well, if you don't believe us, well, come right over and see for yourself. Now, looking up from the witch's hand, we can clearly see our next plot, the witch's chair. Well, I first read about the witch's chair at the Brookside Cemetery in a book called Weird Michigan, also Haunted Michigan, and I thought I'd take my night vision video camera down to the cemetery at night and see for myself. Well, I digitized the video afterwards, and I couldn't believe the strangeness. Well, as you can tell by watching the film yourself on YouTube, It kept rolling focus. It kept the camera acted very strangely. Well, my first reaction was something's wrong with the camera. So I borrowed a second camera with night vision, mind you, and I taped it again. And sure enough, happened again. So I borrowed a third camera, one with widescreen, and I shot it in the middle of the day. And the same exact anomaly occurred. Very strange, very weird. I can see why the witch's chair has its own legend. Hey, we even found Waldo! Well, so the next time you go jogging through the cemetery, or simply hold your breath as you pass, just remember everybody there was once somebody's father, somebody's son, somebody's mother or daughter, with a story to tell. And who knows? Ghosts might just hang around long enough so that others can listen to their story. Maybe they just want to be heard.